Place. This is your wake-up call. Well, this morning from the book of Romans chapter 8, oftentimes called the crown jewel of verse or chapters in the Bible, of the crown jewel of chapters. If you were to look for a chapter that would be all-encompassing with hope and grace and God's justice and mercy, a lot of times people want to look to Romans chapter 8, and there's a great deal that you and I can glean from it. We could spend a year just combing through these verses. But very quickly this morning, in verse 3 of chapter 8, it is declared in the Scriptures, for what the law could not do, in that it was weak through the flesh, God sending His own Son in the likeness of sinful flesh, and for sin, condemned sin in the flesh. Now, that's a mouthful, I know it is, but I just want to give you a simple thought this morning, and that is quite simply what the law could not do, Christ came and took care of. And you know, we today are looking for answers. We have multiple issues throughout our land, in America, or even here in Haywood County, that we're looking for answers on. We want to know, what is the answer to this? How do we make these changes? How do we move forward as a people? And how do we do that in a capacity that's right and good? Well, we're going to have to do it through Jesus Christ. The answer is found in Him and Him alone. Changed hearts and changed lives only come from a life-changing God. We can momentarily change. We can turn over a new leaf. We can maybe in some capacity show some resilience in our ability to live a different life for just a little bit. But the Scripture declares that if we're going to be changed, it's going to have to be by God through Jesus Christ. It says, the Scripture, He declared, He set His own Son in the likeness of sinful flesh, and for sin, He condemned sin in the flesh. He took care of it. He put it to shame, and He victored over it as He rose again on the third day. Now, you and I, if we're going to have change in our life, it's going to have to come through Christ. So as you look at this world today, and you look at what's going on, and you look at everything coming and going, we must understand the root of the problem is the heart. And the heart needs changed. It needs changed by Jesus Christ. The Scripture declares He'll give them a new heart. The Scripture declares that He can change a life. He can change your thinking. He can change your ways. And so as we look today, and as we get frustrated about the way things are happening, we must understand that it's Christ that can do the changing. So let's look to Him. Let's start in the home first, and let's let it radiate out from there. How changes are made are through Jesus Christ. Well, I hope that you have a good day. I pray that God bless